there's something special in the works. We know that. In fact, when I was at the combine and I bumped into people, and I did have a bunch of Bears games this year because they won a substantial amount of games and were really good, and which means I get more home games. So yay. Um, the buzz around the league is such that you better look out because Chicago's got something brewing, and they're just starting to scratch the surface with it. Because I think there's Caleb developed a lot of believers around the league. And certainly, what was most impressive to me about Caleb Williams was his ability to absorb coaching this past season. I applaud him to no end because he took the teaching of Ben and Declan and the entire group press, and he applied it, and he learned, and he was committed to doing that, and you could see it. You could see how comfortable he was making those hero type plays because he was so. I think it became a second nature to him. His line became a second nature to him, and when you start to play on strings like that, the sky's the limit. So, as far as free agency goes, I mean, the draft always tells me everything. So I'm just so curious what Ryan and his team decide to do at 25, whether or not they move from that spot. Uh, my biggest thing that I'll never get probably until I'm finished this job is to get to sit and look at their boards and how many first round grades they have. Because the 25th pick could be a very good defensive lineman because it's such a deep group, particularly when it comes to edge. But as you just alluded to, David, there are a lot of spots to address. We'll certainly see what happens with DJ Moore. I'm certain he wants to stay a Chicago Bear. And we'll see what happens to their secondary, both linebacker and their secondary.